Peace and blessings, everybody. Cipher Supreme Ra on this great Thursday morning. Thanks for listening in advance for the ones that do listen. Shout out to all my loyal listeners. Shout out to Anchor, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all them peoples. And shout out to Periscope, because we doing the Periscope thing simultaneously on Goddess Kendra 323. No, it's I Said Earth 323.
Yes.
On your Periscope. Bet that. Anyway, we're going to talk about the new school that Dr. Umar Dr. Umar supposedly had purchased. Now, is Dr. Umar a scammer, a hustler, a liar? Or is he just the misunderstood person who does not have enough support for the people or from the people? We're going to break this shit down quick as hell, right?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it. Dr. Umar here supposedly has a new school. He did this big-ass video about, we finally got the FDMG, RBG Academy for boys in Wilmington, Delaware at that. That's where he said he found the school at. Man, there's so much I can start cooking on. I got so much shit in my mind. You know, I thought he was going to try to find a school in Philadelphia. Then he was supposed to have bought a university, a college, which is much bigger space to have a bigger school for more students.
Right.
So now he says he's outright bought it. He said he bought it. He said, we got the school, family. It's our school. He said we got the school. He said they got the school. I wouldn't even say we, because I didn't participate, and I'm glad I didn't. I was going to write this man a $500 check. You know what I'm saying? For his school, contribute to the school.
Right.
I'm glad I didn't do that. He raised $500,000. He
Kudos.
said most of that $500,000 he used to purchase this school. Why you laughing? But yeah, now, oh man. So if you, all right, the address to the school, people, that he bought is 610 East 17th Street, 19802, Wilmington, Delaware. Now, I still was kind of, I guess it was something deep down in me was kind of hoping it was true and rooting for him. You know, because I was like, maybe he needs some more support, which he does. I looked at the school. I Googled the school immediately after that video. I meant to Ben Cook on this and make a podcast about it.
Right.
I kept on fighting with it, like, man, what the hell with dude? I'm not finna waste my time. But I said, no, man, there's too many people still supporting and don't have a lot of information because he's not volunteering a lot of information.
That's odd.
Yeah, it is. So I Googled that school out there in Wilmington, Delaware. Then I saw another YouTuber make like a funny skit about the school. When I seen the school, the image of the school, he was the first one to go out there and do a video about it. Monty Woodgrain. Shout out to Monty Woodgrain.
Yes, bro.
he did this funny ass video. But anyway, I seen the school. I Googled the school. I got the address of the school. So if I was a concerned parent, well, not if, like being a concerned parent, right?
Yes.
You would want to check out the school, especially if it's going to be a school where they're going to be staying on campus, which he changed his tune up about that later on anyways. But it was supposed to be in the, and then it's way in Wilmington, Delaware, right? You know, a lot of Philadelphia residents that support Dr. Umar would definitely want to send their kids to that school, even if it's way in another place. You would want to check out the area that the school is in.
Yes.
What the school looked like.
Mm-hmm.
The value of the school. And you want to know who's all involved in the school. Because we don't know who motherfuckers rubbing elbows with and who they doing business with. We don't know if Umar decided to sell out and deal with some racist motherfucker and help him purchase that school. None of that shit. So I checked all that shit out.
Pedophilia too.
Oh man, we'll get into that in a minute. So check this out. I looked at the Google image of that school. That school is a shithole. It looked terrible in the video that Monty did, but when I really looked at that school, it's graffiti everywhere on that motherfucker. And then the school got trash everywhere. Like and nobody went. It's like abandoned or some shit. It's in foreclosure right now. The school, but the school look fucked up. It's real fucked up. It's like graffiti, trash. You can tell people don't made huts behind the school, piss everywhere. You just look at it, you know.
So people are living in there.
Yeah, people behind the school doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? It get cold in Wilmington, and it's terrible, man. It's terrible looking school. I saw the inside; it looked like shit. On Dr. Umar video, you can tell it looked like shit. But you know, that's a fixer-upper. You know, a little paint, fix some pipes, throw all the clutter out, put in new stuff, fresh new school. But the outside, it's gonna take some work.
They should do that first.
It's gonna cost a lot of money, and quite frankly, $500,000 ain't enough. And he said he spent most of that outright buying the school. So there was a number underneath that you could call to find out who purchased the school. He said the school is still available. And they said the old owners who didn't have the school very long, that had the academy, you know, they still have some paperwork on the school that there's that group, that particular group. We don't know if Dr. Umar is now a part of that group and he purchased it through them and they helped them purchase and they went half on it, or I don't know what the story is, but Umar does not own the school family and nobody else owns that school. Now, checking out the area, you Google whatever you need. Like I said, you want to know if it's a high crime area. It is. It's in the red. It's very high. Listen, it's very high crime. And also, I come to find out there are 288 sex offenders registered within a mile of the school.
What the hell?
In other schools in that area.
What the hell?
Yeah, 288 found. We don't know how many altogether. This was just that was found within a mile.
That's something doesn't sound right if there's 288 sex offenders and you're trying to make it an all-boys school. I'm like, what are y'all trying to do to them kids?
Within a mile. I hope it ain't trying to do nothing. But I know I don't want kids to be walking around the area where you got that many sex offenders. You know, it could be from rape to pedophilia to assault, sodomy, whatever it may be.
Sick.
There are 42 environmental hazards in that area of that school. 42 environmental hazards. That's too high for me. 42? Come on, man. It's a lot of environmental hazards.
So what do you mean, like a roof will fall in?
Environmental hazards. Like chemicals, anything. It could be any type of thing. Environmental hazards.
That's weird.
Yeah. And, there are, well, I ain't gonna go down this little list. It's too, you know, the weather, we know it gets cold or whatever, and it's not that bad. Not too many natural disasters over there in Wilmington, Delaware. I think it's only had like 2 or something like that. But you can Google all this. This is facts. This is not allegedly 288 within a mile of the school. You can find this yourself. You can Google this yourself. Once again, family, the actual address to the school is 610 East 17th Street, 19802, Wilmington, Delaware. You can find all this shit out. You can find other properties in the neighborhood that's available too if you're looking for some property, or stuff like that. But I'm gonna let you cook on it. What you think about this potential school? Even if it was real, I don't think I would send my kid to this particular area. Umar could have did better. But what do you think so far? You know, about him saying he purchased that school and didn't really purchase that motherfucker with them.
Something doesn't sound right, and I just have a feeling Dr. Umar Johnson tricked all that money off. I don't trust that he even has a dime, or if he does, it's very low. Mm-hmm. Because my thing is this. you have an LLC. You have a 1, 3, and 5 year plan for school. You're able to show a budget. You're able to show potential workers and what the programs are on paper. You can't just say, oh, today I said it's going to open up a school. Well, what is your budget? Who's your staff? What are y'all working with? He has not showed us shit. So I don't believe there's going to be a fucking school.
Mm-hmm.
He lied to the conscious community just to get our money.
That's another good point, which I was going to get into. What he's, like I said before in the beginning, he hasn't really been that generous with the information. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, what he has done. He hasn't really been generous with what kind of staff he's hired or in the process of hiring. No paperwork about the school whatsoever. He didn't lay out a 10 to 15 year plan, a 5-year plan, or even a 3-year plan about what he wants to do as far as the funding and as far as what the school is about. Now, Umar did do an interview recently, and he was a typical asshole. He told the guy who was interviewing him, like, oh yeah, if you got a donation 10,000 or better, you'll be more privy to more information. But if you want them $5, $20, $10 donators, or whatever he said, you know, I don't have to tell you nothing. Either you're going to donate or you're not. So, if I was to donate, let's say that basketball player, he claimed I was going to donate $1 million to the school. If I was that basketball player who had a change of heart and gave him that $1 million for the school, how much information you think that Omar would really give that person? Richard Jefferson. Excuse me, I ain't said that name yet. Oh, anyway, go ahead.
I honestly think he's not going to keep it a buck. He's going to give the bare minimum or little to no information. Because he also hasn't told us how much the tuition's going to be.
Right. So,
to me, it could be a figure of my imagination. Like, there's never going to be a school.
Like, this is something you can at least have for somebody who's donating.
Like, what's their meals going to be?
You shouldn't be basing that based off somebody's donation, man. You know, I don't give a fuck if it's $1, if it's $10, if it's $15, whatever the amount is. If they are concerned, you don't know somebody's financial situation. You know, I'm the type of motherfucker who will really have intentions of donating $3,000 and send you only $15 to check your temperature to see how you treat my donation.
Right.
And based off that is depending on if you get the rest or not.
Right.
You know, my thing is you don't treat nobody like that. You treat the janitor just like you treat the CEO. That's the way I look at it. And my thing is that if people want to know something, man, about your school, and you want their continued support, because $15 or $10 or even $1 annually, that shit adds up. Shit, if somebody donated $1 a day, that's $365 after the year is up. Right?
Right. Something's better than nothing.
You know, people donate to churches faithfully every week, $15, $20. That shit add up. Ask the motherfucking treasurers in church to see how much. If they keep over there everybody donations and tithes and stuff like that. Now see how much that add up if they consistently get the same amount every Sunday. Because you know it's churches that actually got faithful people that give their offerings same amount every week. They can set their clock to it. You can book it unless they don't show up. And even some of them that don't show up send their offerings via family member to go put in the offering cup. I've been involved in stuff like that before.
Right, I think in my life.
You can't tell me that those small offerings and those donations don't add up after a year or two. It took you 4 years to fucking say you bought the damn school. After people was donating over the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
You know?
A scammer. That reminds me of like Brother Polite and all them weirdos. Always scamming people out of money.
The worst. I don't know who. Man, Polite is the king of scamming. I mean, I heard some horrific stories. But you know, this is one of the situations with Polite though. You know how they talk about R. Kelly? Well, you got to blame some of the people that's involved. You got to blame the dumbness of the people.
Right.
Because half you chicks that donated to Polite ain't checking for y'all. I don't care how pretty y'all think y'all is. Because a lot of y'all was fascinated with Polite. And y'all thought he was going to help you. And y'all had some kind of inside fantasy about dealing with a conscious nigga. You probably thought he was going to be one of your wives. He already got 4 beautiful wives. He ain't checking for your ass. He wants your money. Fuck out of here. Now, a lot of dudes, y'all dumbasses, y'all believed in the scams. Y'all done bought fake imaginary books this man done wrote. Y'all done never got the books. Y'all done bought all this fucking insurance, these motherfucking properties, these motherfucking fake constitutional policies that'll keep your ass out of jail. Shit, the police hammed up Polite ass on video. You know what I'm saying? So y'all should have knew better. You know better, you do better, family. I'm not trying to go ha. Because if you got, you got. But you know, that ain't right for them to do that, man. Polite made like $2 million off y'all, man. $2 million off scams, bro.
I feel for brother Larry Riviere, who actually has a school. He deserves donation.
That brother, man. He really out here doing it, man. Sincere than a mug. See, people like him, I can get behind and donate some money.
And wouldn't even think about it twice. I'll do it every 2 weeks.
Right.
Faithfully, $100.
You know, brother Rick Ross and them, man, they out there with the Uhuru Academy in Dallas, Texas. They got a school right now.
Really? I didn't know that.
Y'all could have actually donated that $500,000 collectively and sent it that way. To be honest, you know, small school, but it could have expanded. I mean, we think about what you can do to a small program, what you can do for their food service program, and the books, even computers that can be donated every day to a school that's owned by our own.
Right.
We can only do ever so much, you know, by ourselves trying to help, but you know, it's a help. But collectively, dude, if we think about it, the way y'all rally around these fake motherfuckers, y'all could be doing that for the real ones. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And I think that's what needs to be done. You know, whether you want to still support Umar or not, it ain't about whether or not you ride with him or support him, whatever the case may be. That's fine. Do what the hell you want to do. If you want to be stupid, but when we talk about finances and financial crisis and what people may need to keep the staying afloat and consistency in the right now and what we need immediately, we ain't even checking for the people who are already doing stuff right now and who need our help right now. Y'all want to sit up here and wait 4, 5, 6 years for a motherfucker to make a fucking commercial just to ask for another motherfucking amount of money. Because you ain't got nowhere. The goalposts keep getting moved, but ain't nobody finna score no motherfucking touchdown.
See, he could have went in a different route. He could have actually bought a whole acre of land and asked people, can we as a community build it?
Nah, fuck that. You know how much it's gonna cost for all that stuff? You know, and then all the elaborate stuff he kept saying he was gonna provide for the parents at the school. You know how much insurance and all this
Helicopter pads?
Oh, dude, that's I don't want to even talk about that part. I'm just talking about the basics. There ain't nobody finna fly no fucking landing. Come on, man. That's for y'all stupid as hell if y'all think y'all was gonna do that. Man, ain't nobody ain't gonna have no fucking land street, especially that piece of shit school. You can't tell me that shit is worth no motherfucking $1 million either. That school is terrible. He can get that money like he got that school on consignment. He ain't spend that whole $5 on that motherfucking school. Get the fuck out of here.
Y'all got played.
A couple thousand left after he purchased it. Oh, it's ours. I got the keys. No, you don't. Yet what did he do? He had some keys. And he opened the door and went into school. But that ain't the school, man.
That's called a facade, bro. Anybody.
It's bullshit. Now he need another $1 million to fix her up. He gonna need another $1 million for this. Then another $1 million. Man, come on, man. The dude can quit at any given moment and say, fuck y'all. And come up with a legitimate excuse why the school won't open. He talking about 2020. First he said it was gonna be this summer in August. Marcus Garvey's birthday, I believe. Then he said he was gonna do it. Now it's gonna be. He said it was gonna be August 19th, 2019. Now it's gonna be August 2020.
He a liar.
It's gonna be another excuse, another excuse. He's just gonna take y'all money and run it, and then he gonna buy him some property. Then for real, it's gonna be his motherfucking new home. Thanks to you niggas.
And he never proved his degrees that he has.
He proved some of them, but not the ones that he said that he had. Like Roland Martin already exposed him on that. Roland Martin exposed him right in his face about that, and how he not really kin to Frederick Douglass. He not really kin to Marcus Garvey, just so y'all know.
Harriet Tubman.
Oh yeah, he tried to claim Harriet Tubman, like, oh, so I might be a descendant of her, cause she related. They said her and such was cousins, and that's my cousin. Ain't none of them people your family, nigga.
That timeline don't add up either.
Frederick Douglass' family has already made a public statement a couple years back and said this dude is not a part of our family lineage. He is not a blood relative or not a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass. So he lied. He lied like a motherfucker. So you already know he's a liar.
So how can you trust him with your money? If he lied to me.
Y'all got receipts that this nigga be lying. He already lied to y'all about being celibate. Being celibate for 3 years because he's bagging strippers and shit like that. At least it was a conscious one, though.
A conscious stripper.
Conscious stripper. That makes it better, you know? Conscious, yeah? Huh? Yeah. But yeah, he did that. And I wasn't knocking him for it. Actually, I was one of the ones who supported dude when he got caught hitting that chick. I said, damn, he a single man. Last time I checked, it wasn't a crime to date or have sex with a woman when you're single.
Right.
You know, y'all need to cut out the self-righteous bullshit. But
y'all pastors be smashing the congregation.
The fact that this nigga lied and then he added to the crime with his narcissistic ass and tried to call her all type of names. She put the receipts up on the inboxes. And try to call her a liar. And, come on, man. You knew you wouldn't. So why even lie, man? Just keep it 100, man. You know you was banging. You know you
grown.
You grown ass man. Shit, you single. You're not married. It's not like you was caught cheating or some shit. Then we would have had a problem with it. Man, you single, man. You single. Do what you want to do, man. As far as that go. You know, that's not the factor. We worrying about what you talking about, bro. That's all we worrying about. We ain't worrying about none of that other shit. We don't care about who you dating or what choice of women you like. You know what I'm saying? If you know, we felt like you was a pro-black person waiting for marriage. But you lied, dude. You probably banging white chicks. You know, we don't know.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? You probably lied about that. But we got receipts that you a liar, bro. We know you be lying. Put it like that. We already know you a liar, so why should we fucking believe you, bro? Some of these motherfuckers is going to continue to believe whatever you say and do, and they still praying on that wishful thinking, praying to Scott Daddy that it's real. We really need the school. I hope it's real. I keep hearing people say that. I hope this really happens. No, ain't no motherfucking hoping and wishing. Get the fucking shit done. I hope it's real. Man, how about that? Y'all give me $500,000, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet y'all won't. I bet y'all wouldn't give me $30 if I said I was gonna start a school. Maybe if I put a suit. I don't wear a lot of suit and ties, but I have in the past. I could put on a suit and tie, and then maybe talk all intelligent and stuff. Talk about my plan of making the school and what I want it to be. Maybe I could trick y'all and get a few dollars, probably. You know, but see, niggas like me, I'm not all in the camera saying, "Look at me, I'm the Prince of Pan-Africanism." Well, motherfucker, I'm the king of Pan-Africanism. How about that? Now, y'all give me 500,000, maybe even 5 million. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm gonna expand my horizons. Can I get 5 million about y'all real quick? Y'all gotta donate to my Cash App. You feel me? I get that shit set up right away. And my PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Y'all can send me money orders and shit. You know? Y'all can even send me cash in a brown paper bag if y'all want. And I'm gonna get y'all no, let me stop, man.
But I noticed he has a P.O. box, and he only takes certain forms.
Motherfuckers be sending it to a P.O. box.
But a P.O. box, one thing I learned by working in the medical, we cannot send shit to a P.O. box because you don't know who the fuck is at the other end. And you can't, like, if I send a package, there's nobody to sign.
Speaking of that, who's going to be the nursing assistant at that school? We don't even met the staff. Is Jesus gonna be the maintenance man? We don't know. We don't know who's gonna do the engineering at the school. Is it gonna be Bookman? We don't know. Who's some of the teachers gonna be up in there, man? You know, we don't know.
In 2015, I knew there wasn't going to be a school.
Who's gonna provide the musical instructions and the music specials? I hope it's not R. Kelly. We don't know.
Right.
He doesn't want to tell us nothing because he has nothing.
Or Harvey Weinstein.
And you motherfuckers are blindly sending your money and supporting this motherfucker. I don't believe in blind support no more. I'm not doing it. I see some suspect shit from you motherfuckers. I ain't fucking with you. And then, another thing, I be doing frivolous donations. People don't know this about me, but I donate a lot. Even to this day, I donate to stuff. And I ain't bragging or no shit, because I don't send no big-ass donations or nothing. But what y'all consider big, but...
Something's better than nothing, though.
But my thing is this, though, man. I don't even want to do that no more. You feel me?
Well, I learned something about...
Some shit.
I learned something about 10 to 12 years ago. When you donate to charities, like say if it's for cancer awareness or whatever, before they even give the money to the cause, they pay their whole entire fucking staff. And then they only use 10% of your donations for the cause, so I don't do that shit no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Everybody getting a piece of everything, In closing, do you have anything to say or anything encouraging about this situation at all?
Well, you gotta be wiser in who you donate to, but if you would donate to Larry Riviere, who actually has a school. African-based. Mm-hmm. That's my suggestion, but if y'all want to continue to donate to Umar Johnson, you have to be one dumbass.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's again, folks, if you want to check any of these information that I gave you about this school, they even have a number down below after you Google. You can call that when the business hours are up. You can find anything you want. 610 East 17th Street, 19802. That's 610 East 17th Street, 19802, Wilmington, Delaware. Google it. 288 sex offenders, 42 environmental hazards, high crime area at that school. So, yeah. Something to think about, people. Peace and blessings. Thank you for listening. I'm out here.
Have a nice